Hello, ladies and gentlemen, those otherwise inclined. My name is Lady2, and welcome back to the Pokémon League. Last time we were basically set up in order to, we finished off all the leveling we were going to get done, leaving us to take on the Elite Four. After a last little bit of move changing, which I haven't technically done yet. As you can see here, this is the 6 we're going for. Also see off to the side. With like a few extras on standby. Hello Cole, how are ya? Check something, because that, interestingly, I don't think that chat actually popped up. Should be fine. Let's see. No items there. Oh, whoops. That back. We'll sort out the items in a bit. But what we were going to do, the drawings all cleared up. Nope, we need to come this way. The move wise, the girl's fine. The pizza roll I might keep. Those 4 moves. The only one I was really considering was Thrash, just because of its sheer power, but I don't think we'll get away with it. Or not to the degree I'd like anyway. Otto I was actually thinking of putting Waterfall on him. Probably for Aqua Tail. Just because Laser Shell can get that defense drop. Now he can also learn Mega Horn, which could be an interesting one to bring in. It would give us an extra option against Caitlyn. I think he can learn X-Scissor. I think I've got X-Scissor. Greta's pretty much sorted as is. Sabrina may want Shadow Ball. Gear Up's the main reason to do the change. It's not a good idea to bring Gear Up to the Ghost Elite 4 member, speaking from experience. Yeah, I wasn't planning on using Gear Up there. Gear Up was more going to be either Caitlyn or Grimsley as an option. Just because it resists Dark and Psychic. Well, still doesn't this gen. Got the move, remember? Yeah. So... need to bring Screech back in. Probably be for Metal Sound. Is there any other move he should remember? Charge would be the maybe to deal with Discharge and to raise the special defense if he's going up against Caitlyn. The problem is Mirror Shot kind of works well. I don't think we remember any more moves. Need to briefly grab deductive. Just to fly around. Yeah, Sabrina was about potentially getting Shadow Ball and one of the screens, maybe. First thing I actually want to do is I want to fly it in Bassa. Because I think there's still a few more TMs around. Grabbing here. I don't know if I did grab all of them here. I know I haven't gotten the 2 in Shopping Mall 9 just yet. 9. We've got plenty of money, we might as well. And I'll just... I will go to Driftvale, grab some Moo Moo Milk on top. And we might as well try and grab a Heart Skull while we're here. Anyone have Safeguard? Eventually as a Scrafty, so he's iffy for my boy too. Yeah, I wasn't going to use him against the Scrafty. I was going to... Like, that sort of went without saying. Honestly, the Scrafty was probably going to be Pizza Roll. Okay, so none of you naturally have Safeguard. There's that. We're in a can. You currently have. I mean, we were probably going to look to drop Future Sight anyway, so that might be where to go. You didn't hatch the Lavaster egg? Not yet. I've got places where I haven't had an encounter yet, regardless, so I can still hatch it whenever. I just haven't hatched it because it, frankly, wasn't going to be particularly useful. And I'm going to be doing the post game for this anyway, as long as I don't lose here, so it's still plenty of time. Butterfly to... Oh no, we haven't done the Mimi yet. I don't think we've got TMs we can buy here. Might be Miss Strolton. Oh, not here. Miss Strolton, or it might be an Icarus that we can actually grab some more TMs. Yeah, okay. And then go to Icarus and then backtrack to 9. We could maybe grab some drinks and stuff as well. More stuff. Yeah, the battle items are up the top, aren't they? I'm not expecting to use these, but I'll have them just in case. Now lead us to the Pokémon League. So, do that for now. So, query would be first up, who do we face? Have I seen or played Mario and Luigi Brothership? No, I haven't. Well, yeah. I haven't played it, I haven't seen any of it really beyond the initial trailers that came out about it. I haven't watched anyone play it. you think X-Scissor could be worth putting on Auto? Yeah. That was Waterfall to get rid of that bloody Crocodile. Less power, but more accurate. And yes, technically Razor Shell is also less accurate, but Razor Shell can also lower defense, which might be needed. X's is better than Mega Horn simply because of the accuracy. Yeah, that was more so my thinking too. Like if you're playing normally, you know, fine, do what you want. Nuzlocke, you're better off. Nuzlocke, you're usually better off with a higher accuracy than the bigger power. So I had two thoughts. Number one was, well, it's mainly who should we go up against first. Part of me thinks we should do Caitlyn first. In terms of that's the best opponent to still take advantage of gear up with an Eviolite. Though the Mushana could be tricky. Which is why I'd be more inclined to open with Greta. Actually, no, it doesn't open with Mushana. Does she open with Mushana? But she does. I will check. Before we keep going around in circles. Yeah, sorry, Caitlyn opens with Reuniclus. Which, because of that moveset, means we should open with... the slight problem is it's got Focus Blast. Hello, Aloxia, how are you? Which isn't great for either of the two. So we actually might need to open with Sabrina against Caitlyn. With the Shadow Ball. Brinsley opens with the Scrafty that we were talking about. That's definitely a pizza roll. What with Hammer Arm? We can't really go the girl against this Scrafty just because of Poison Jab. But then from there it should be relatively straightforward. Chantel opens with Cofagrigus. My argument there would be we open with the girl against the Cofagrigus, which would then bring out, well, should bring out Chandelure. To which we can go into either Otto or Greta. Probably more Greta. And honestly, probably Greta with the Bright Powder, because the only thing that'll really do any damage is Fire Blast, and it's not accurate. And then once Chandelure's gone, it should be plain sailing, unless we get burnt. And Marshall opens with his Throw. As long as we've still got Sabrina, Marshall should be a breeze. The only one that, well, I mean, Mian Xiao could cause problems. with U-turn, and Stalk won't go down in 1. But the combination of Sabrina and the girl should rip through Marshall. Anyway. The queries who do we go up against first? Let's say... Well, I guess the bigger question is, which one do we think we need more Pokemon for? Because that's the one where if we think we need, for argument's sake, if we think we need 4 Pokemon for Grimsley, and we go the others first, and we somehow get unlucky and lose 3 of them, then that poses a bit of a problem. The Eviolite. Caitlin, I would argue, is more of a problem opening. So we'll go Caitlin first. You take probably the Shell Bell? Oh, maybe not. What she got? She's got that. It opens with Reuniclus, has a Gothitelle, a Sigilyph, and a Mushana. Sabrina should deal with the Reuniclus. Gear Up should deal with the Sigilyph, hopefully. And then with Mushana and Gothitelle, that should be Greta. Let's keep that. Take the take the Shell Bell, or do you take the Expert Bell? The girl stays with the big root. Yeah. I'm actually half tempted to give Pizza Roll the experience share. As a, oh yeah, might as well. Yeah, take one of the experience shares, and you can actually take. One of these two. Like that. I think that's all right for opening. We will save. But we will not be overriding the save. actually, will do on top is do that. Purely because if this all goes horribly wrong, it will absolutely count as a loss, but we could potentially do another run through to see if that's just me being unlucky or fucking up as opposed to things being a problem. It'll still absolutely count as a loss, no matter what. But it is now time. The Pokémon League is a place where you both pursue strength and express it. The way to express it is simple. You just have to beat the Elite Four and the champion. You can start your challenge by battling any of the Elite Four, and if you defeat them all, you can challenge the champion. However, I warn you, once you start your challenge, there's no turning back. You must keep battling until you defeat them all, or are defeated yourself. You want to go in, then proceed. So, words engraved from the statue. 4 great warriors form this Pokémon League. Southwest is the one who does not fear the ghost type. Southeast is the one who channels the power of the fighting type. The Northwest is the one who has mastered the dark type. The Northeast is the one who knows the mind of psychic type. If you can defeat these warriors with your courage and wisdom, you shall be led to the summit, where the strongest champion awaits. No? So, as I said, I'm pretty sure I deal with Caitlin first. Caitlin, at the very least, is probably the most painful opener. Just in terms of hard counters to everything else that we need. So... that is... footwork. Who are you? How impudent you are to disturb my sleep. You appear to possess a combination of strength and kindness. Oh, very well. Make your best effort not to bore me with a inducing battle. Clear? The AP girl. I think some form of rumour that the reason she's so tired is because it takes so much energy for her to maintain her psychic powers. It's why, while she was technically the leader of one of the battle facilities in Sinnoh, or in Gen 4, she wasn't the one who battled you. That overall. Ah, nuts, I forgot to do that heal. That's a problem. Oh, good, we got that drop. Oh, fuck off, you hit thunder. Oh, we still get that win. Mushana has Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball, Psychic, Reflect, and Charge Beam. I would actually set the team up yet. My Nuzlocke tracker. We outspeed or got lucky in the speed tire. It'll be because ours is level, so it'll have the EV to outspeed it. Regardless, we do want to switch. But I'll quickly put my team into my tracker first because I bloody forgot to do that. Thing. Let's go. Thing. And kill. I know you're in there already. He's not. Grab him. Sorry, that was just taking a bit of time on that. I believe Greta's the one to go here. As move-wise, we only really need to worry about Charge Beam. What we can also do, as an interesting little tidbit, is we can do Fire. Because it's got no physical moves. That's unfortunate. Why are you slowing down? Oh, really? Yay! Keeping the facade this time. Just to not use up too many crunches. Actually, there was no guarantee that was going to kill. That gets the Moxie up. Goes freaking out because he's swagger. Yeah. What the hell are you doing using swagger on a Moshana? Sigilith is why I would switch to gear up. Because I don't think Greta outspeeds. I don't think Greta outspeeds, and I don't know if Greta survives an air slash. Yeah, it definitely doesn't outspeed. And I don't... The problem is, I don't know if we can take an air slash. I think it's got a high... No, it doesn't have a high crit chance, it's air cutter. But we could also flinch, and that just shorts everything out. Gear up with an Eviolite should be okay. It's just got to watch out for Shadow Ball. And for Psychic. We get a Paralysis for Golden. I think it's going for the special defense drops. Unfortunately, that's not when we needed the paralysis. I've got two options here. She's obviously going to heal. That's a given. I can use this to try and get a accuracy drop or a screech off on it. Or I could heal, because it's just going to be healing on both sides. Or I could use this turn to do an X special defense. I think the healing's still slightly better, because if they crit, the X special defense isn't going to matter. Yeah. Yeah, regardless, Sigilif is going to be faster. That's a problem. Even looking at that, I think that was a high roll as well. For us, not for her. I think even with a crit, I think we survive. Well, we certainly survive on a crit if it's psychic. I don't know if we survive a crit Shadow Ball. Actually, now's probably the time that we do use that. Scientific turns that drop is not good, more or less. I think now we do use it. Got an idea, yeah? Made out the air slash. Oh, we could. The only problem is... Oh, there's two problems with that. The first is, if it uses air slash now, out of the blue, that's a bad hit. If it goes into Shadow Ball, it's not awful. It gets rid of the special defense drop. Yeah, it does. Yeah, her special defense is better, but it is a super effective hit. I'll pull out a damage calculator to see what happens. That's the only thing I'm really unsure on. Elite female. Also just realised going through that Greta is a very low HP EV. Okay. It would have to crit here. On a air slash. Okay, good. It would have had to have crit on an air slash to get rid of it. There's the air slash. I still think we heal anyway. Or do we? Yeah, I think we heal because we don't know how much damage Shadow Ball will do. Okay, good. Oh, did it work? Yeah. It was only really one move we were in trouble for. A mirror shot here. There's a crit. And a crit in return. That wasn't supposed to kill, but okay. My idea was more mirror shuttle, get it down to a point where she's not going to try and heal it. And then we can heal while we take another move. But yeah. I believe Greta comes in now for the Gothitelle. Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, and Psychic. Yeah. Better sorted. I just wanted to double check what the moveset was before doing it. Or before committing. Oh, I completely missed that line. Sorry about that. Got a crunch. With this fight to the Pokemon that believe in me, I will never give up. As long as this doesn't crit. Crit or a paralysis. One down. The trainer, you are both excellent and elegant. Your Pokemon thing. I'm very pleased to have battled you. You haven't faced all of the members of the Elite Four yet, have you? Don't concern yourself about me. Go on ahead. She gave up. Nah. honestly, going for the paralysis was probably her best bet there. Because, as I said, her moves were Psychic, which would do absolutely nothing. Calm Mind, which wasn't going to help in that situation. Shadow Ball, which wasn't going to help in that situation. Thunderbolt was her best bet. So, how much do we need heal and where? Basically an 80, a 50, and another 80. Honestly, could be using some of those proteins as well. She could have just thrown you off the edge there with the psychic powers. Facility-wise, sure. There might be some questions raised about that. Oh, that's not what I want. I know what I want. Oh, that. So the Super Potion goes into Greta. Use a couple of lemonades. So, who do we go after next? Marshall's arguably the trickier one next. Partly because of the sturdy on Sork. And partly because of this wave of coverage. Sabrina still opens because she'll outspeed the throw and get rid of that in one. Just the others. Ideally, ideally he switches to Neon Shao. Out of that. What we can do though, that was the main battle for Gear Up, in terms of taking on all that sort of stuff. So Gear Up can take an experience share now to aim for his evolution. Sabrina into throw, and arguably King Kelder as well. She should deal with both of them. I'd be a bit more inclined to give her an expert belt to get that extra damage in. I mean, we could go with the other option's the girl, and frankly, I still need the girl for Chantel's Jellicent. Although we could arguably go Greta there. The other problem is they've all got Retaliate outside of throw. The only other problem as well is Throw's got payback. Okay. Even if payback doubles, Sork and Throw are based on Oni, so Gen 5 introduced 5 Pokemon based on Oni, Sork, Throw, and the Forces of Nature. Yeah, I did figure that much at least when I first saw them. Pull out that expert belt. Interesting. So Sabrina won't be guaranteed to one-hit kill. It's a chance, but won't be a guarantee. But it might be the better bet. Again, Mian Xiao's sort of the problem. And may require Otto, actually, to deal with. Sorry, that's not where Marshall is. Marshall is... this one. The concerns that retaliate, basically, on all of them. So, in that case, do we give Sabrina the Shell Bell? If retaliate's the problem. Maybe. Actually, that might be slightly better. Well, actually, we'll run the Kinkelder. Because if we can one-hit the Kinkelder, it's not a problem. And it is ignoring any IVs, but it's ignoring IVs, and we would one-shot it completely. So I think Marshall's the most forgettable E4 member ever. The problem is they don't really do much with them. Even in the anime or anything like that. So we actually might be okay. Oh. I should make sure that Reuniclus was on 48, yeah. So Sabrina one-shots Kinkelder. Or unless something goes horribly wrong out of the gate.
Greetings, Challenger. My name is Marshall. In order to master the art of fighting, I trained under my mentor, Alder. My mentor sees your potential as a trainer and is taking an interest in you. It is my intention to test you, to take you to the limits of your strength. Kia!
Actually, that's one of the things that came out through the links, was the links was that Alder is meant to be this like wrestling champion, which makes Marshall being trained under him make a bit more sense. There's psychic. Without speed. And that did more damage than I was calculating. But we did one shot. And it makes sense to go into me and shower. So here's where the complication is. I think it'll go straight into U-turn. Alder's a red hobo, not a wrestler, and Berg is not skilled in women, I can tell you that much. At the very least, that was the... Oh, sorry, not Alder, Drayden was the one who was meant to be this big wrestling champion. Sorry. Getting my characters mixed up. Do we switch here? The problem is I'm expecting a U-turn. Whoever comes in on the U-turns... So we could maybe go the girl. Regardless, I think we switch. Pizza roll should take anything me and Xiao throws, and me and Xiao should still switch anyway. Me and Xiao would switch because of because it wants to get out Pokemon with a rock type move. Oh no, it does have rock slide. Shit. Actually, no, I do know what we can do. So this should go to rock slide, which will go into the girl. did more damage than I thought it would. I also keep thinking that grass resists rock. It doesn't. Now, I think we use the X defense. Or we swap to gear out because that should be coming. A U-turn should be coming. Which could then bait Sabrina back in. Fighting resist rock, so Otto would have been better. Greta would have been better if I was going for fighting. Otto doesn't resist anything in Xiao has. But it was more of a, well, the girl should be bulky. But my concern was, if it was a jump kick, Greta's gone. It should be a U-turn. Fuck, it went for that instead. Are you kidding me? Fuck's sake! Should have just fucking used the defense. Mind you, it did what it shouldn't do. No, like, no. I think Otto comes in here. As I said, he was going to be the biggest... Marshall was going to be the biggest problem for us. Caitlyn was a bad open. Marshall's bad across the board with the team we've got. Me and Xiao should outspeed, and we'll get, even if it switches, we get the revenge off. There we go. And that takes out the sturdy. Until he heals anyway. Now, what will you use? Honestly, probably Stone Edge. Oh, we don't want to bank on that. Oh no, he's got Glass Knot, that's right. Got Glass Knot. This would be a better time to switch into the girl. Because there's no reason it I'm going to say there's no reason it shouldn't go into a non-super effective move, but fucking hell. I've correctly predicted this twice and then talked myself out of it. What am I doing? At the very least, we should be able to stall out. Thank you for doing that. We should at least be able to stall out his stone edges, because it'll be the move he'll use each and every time here. But this will also show why I wanted to bring the girl as well. Because the girl's the best sweeper I've got. Nearly thought you'd crit again. That's 4. Okay, so we are faster. Interesting. Okay, that's all 5. One of them stone edges will miss eventually. Well, the last 2 did. Interesting that it went to glass knot. We have to go Giga Drain now, I think. Oh, actually, no, we don't. We could do a normal heal. Just trying to run a calc in my head. Doing this. Okay, so we're now running on +5. Gets us up to 4. Well, there is you talk with calculator, but you're right, I'm not a mathematician. Yeah, I did very good in maths. In math during school. The problem is the calculated risk is never a guarantee. Stay in. Because we've got all the sweep up on this. I just want to double check move strength. How much does the big root also boost it? Because I don't think it doubles it. It might double the healing from it, but I don't think it doubles the damage. I think it's like 1.5 times damage. But it would still be less damage, but we're faster. Pizza, I did say up, thank you. There we go. To be fair, we could have gone to Sabrina there, but we might as well use the sweep while it's up.
no single strongest Pokemon or soul best. That's why it's difficult to keep with. However, I think a heart that grows strength and strives to grow stronger is a precious ideal. That's why I respect you, because you have these things. Oof. Well done. As your battles continue, aim for even greater heights.
Two down, but lost one. Because for whatever reason, he didn't go for a super effective shot. The only thing I would gather from that is that meant they could have gotten a kill with the only thing I would assume from that would be that must mean the AI thought that Marshall could have gotten a kill with jump kick as opposed to U-turn. Only explanation I have is that fire doesn't resist fighting. You're thinking of a different switch. I switched from Pizza Roll to the girl, which is when the rock slide came in. And then the switch from the girl to Gear Up was under the assumption that because the girl was now in, me and Xiao would go for U-turn. Because it's super effective against the girl, but instead it went jump kick. As harsh as it sounds, the advantage to that is that I don't think Gear Up would have been much useful for anyone else, except for maybe Enengetsus. But so, as harsh as it sounds from a team composition point of view, it's not that awful. And honestly, it may have actually saved the team. They clearly, well, I won't say clearly, but Otto might well have been able to handle it instead. Anyway. Oh, it's still on. Okay. So, 2 potions there, and Seeper there. So, next. Next should probably be Chantel. And if we're going up against Chantel, I think she opens. because that'll bring out Chandelure quite quick. Auto... Take your missing water back, just in case. You take the experience share just because that'll help you out there.
Eyes brim with dark flame, this man rejected everything other than himself in order to bring about one singular justice. That's part of a novel I'm writing. I was inspired by the challenger who was just here, and somehow sad. Excuse me, you're a challenger, right? I'm the Elite Four's ghost-type Pokemon user, Chantel, and I shall be your opponent.
Same strategies before, set up to sweep. That was the only problem. But it doesn't have Hex, which is nice. That'll be borderline. I don't know if it goes through a heal or not. Switch. We should go to Greta for this one, because the only problem will be Fire Blast. That's why I was thinking of putting the Black Powder on it. That's okay. Jesus. Oh, that's not great. That means we're trying to stall it out again. And if it crits, we're in trouble. Okay, that means it. As long as there's no crit, watch me speak that into existence. As soon as it started doing more damage, I was in trouble. Fire Blast isn't a problem, it's the danger factor of the whole fight, basically. It's going to Golurk because Golurk has Brick Break. I'd be inclined to send the girl back in. We're faster, we deal a critical hit. Oh, sorry, we don't deal a critical hit. But we're faster, we deal super effective damage. Burns the only sort of problem there. Okay, Golurk's gone. And now's the interesting bit. Do we switch? Blind's not a problem. Energy Ball isn't a problem. Surf shouldn't be a problem. Just Shadow Ball. Golurk went on the head out. Makes sense. Honestly, tactically speaking, it actually makes sense. The question is the girl faster? Like, is the girl faster, and can the girl tank a Shadow Ball? I think she can. But I'm not 100%. In theory, Shadow Ball does 80 damage, sorry, 60 damage, or thereabouts. And even on a crit, we should survive. This is the beginning of my final chapter, is indeed. Because we outspeed. So if we don't knock it out in one, we'll get it on the second. Yeah. It needs a crit here, and even then that shouldn't be a kill. Yeah. Actually, that did even less damage. Oh, ooh, yeah. Sorry, it would have needed a bit more. A crit, we would have been in trouble. Look, we're about to turn the epilogues. Yeah. Yep. Wow, I'm dumbstruck. A lot of words, but right now I can't figure out how to say this. Perhaps if the feeling I'm having now is... Let me say this. My feeling is you're a great trainer. Sorry. First I must apologise to my Pokémon. I'm sorry you had a bad experience because of me. Oh, it's not your fault. This is how battles always are. Even in light of that, I'm still one of the Elite Four. Gallison is just a special defense big wall. One shotting it with a Giga Drain, there's no chance without a crit. It was more a case of needing to make sure we had enough health to survive its attacks rather than anything else. So burn, so 2 burns. Pop there. And lastly, Grimsley. Grimsley leads with his Scrafty. So that should be either Otto or Pizza. Or potentially our girl. Oh no, it can't be the girl, he's got poison jab. The girl can come into play against the crocodile though. In that case, I would argue we lead with Pizza Roll. The only sort of concern is the speed drop on Hammer Arm. But I think even then we should outspeed it. The girl gets to deal with his crocodile. Or we could. Or we swap Hammer Arm out for Brick Blake. The white powder's done business for me before. Keep that. I don't know if you come in this battle or not. You certainly don't. I'd say no, because two Pokemon would actually be useful against both our Variolace. Last of the Elite Four.
Man, oh man, what is going on today? Challenges coming one right after another. Well, no matter. I'm Grimsley of the Elite Four, and I will fulfill my duty to be your opponent.
I'm gonna say because I believe we're faster, I'll open with a Fire Punch. Okay, that did more than I thought it would, thank you, sheer force.
I thought you would use that move. Not a bad choice at all.
We can then hit it with the Hammer Arm and bring it down. Sabrina. Figured Crocodile would be next. Intimidate does nothing here. Actually didn't think the girl would be faster there. Heal, so when you go to Hammer Arm, everything will soften now, more or less. Always all makes construction easier. Girl. Over to Greta. believe we go back to Pizza Roll here. Don't resist 2 moves. And we're faster. There we go. And lastly, the light bar. Ow. We can't exactly try and bait the aerial ace. The problem is I don't entirely know if it's a female or not. Because it does have a tract. Night Slash is the only problem, really. Good. I'll never retreat from any battle. Good enough. That is female. I'll have to use that. Actually, hang on, okay, that's 48 damage. Yeah, we're fine, even on a high. Even a high roll crit won't knock us out. Thank you for the crit. Somebody wins a battle, then without doubt someone else is lost. That's the way of battle. The real warrior doesn't dash off and pursue to the next victory, nor bow fit when experiencing loss. The real warrior ponders the next battle.
Astonishing. You have defeated every member of the Pokémon League's Elite Four, but it isn't over yet. There's one more opponent against whom you must prove your strength. Pinnacle of the Pokémon League, the champion, Older. Or perhaps that man called Anne has defeated him and taken his title. Don't know which one you will face. Check the statue in the central plaza and continue to the final room. Down we go. Because there's plenty of time until our next one, I might actually have to end it.
And until the next battle, I might actually need to end the stream here. We'll go through the cutscene, and then we'll call it. Because technically, we can actually leave before we take on said champion. We could actually leave and switch our team around. It's part of why I wanted to get the numbers I could get.
It's over. Never again will Pokemon be made to suffer or be held captive by humans. It's all thanks to my friend Reshiram. You may have the title of champion, but you can't stop me with just a title. Your soft heart has left you weak. Years ago you lost your Pokémon, your partner, to sickness. In order to forget the pain in your heart, you wandered Unova. Who knows how long it's been since you've had to fight with your full strength. I actually kind of like that about you, though. As a trainer who far outmatches the champion, I shall issue an order across Unova. Trainers of the world, free your Pokémon. I beg you, separating people from Pokémon. Do anything but that. You and I both put our beliefs on the line and fought with all our strength. And I won. Do not say another word. I've been waiting. In the future I envisioned, you obtained the stone. And indeed you have. That dark stone. Reshiram is responding to it. Stop. This is not a suitable place for the legendary dragons. From the ground rise up, the castle of Team Plasma. Surround the Pokémon League.
Someone got a bit power hungry. Someone did, indeed. What has just appeared is Team Plasma's castle. The King's words will resound from the heights to all below. You must come to the castle as well. Everything will be decided there. The Pokémon will be liberated from people. The Pokémon and people will live together. We will see whose belief is stronger. Our result, change the world. Mr. Older, you're a wreck. It's not fitting for the champion. You did well to get this far. Somehow I beat the Pokémon League, but it wasn't easy. I have to congratulate you. I became stronger because I understood what I want to do. Thor, tell him this. Some people grow stronger by being with Pokémon. My Pokémon and I are proof. Together we learned and became stronger. I lost. I should have been able to demonstrate the bond between me and my Pokémon. That would have shown that brat the worthlessness of his outrageous dreams. Though his convictions were the real thing. Be careful.
The ones who change the world are always the ones who pursued their dreams. Oh, I ask this of you. Even if Pokemon and people are separated, nothing good will come of it. Please let him know that.
I will indeed, but I'm afraid this is where I'm going to have to call the stream for today. At the very least, we've defeated all 4 Elite Four members, even if we unfortunately lost someone along the way. But considering the state of some of those battles, that frankly could have gone a lot worse. So yeah. Until next time, guys. Thanks for tuning live if you did, or if you're watching on playback, thanks for watching. As always, open Thornglady 2, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Bye guys.